It's disco time, baby! I think I needed to go back to Martinez. No, I was looking for the traps. I was trapping. I made 5 ultra-liberal choices. How and where? How and where? And at what time? I need to get booted. I need to get booted. No, Ice, I'm the cop of the apocalypse. Oh yeah, now it's very cold for sports. You gotta get into futsal for the winter. I'd like to do sports indoors just because it was easier to go catch the balls. My priorities are always very straight. Like, I don't do sports, but if I had to do sports, I would rather do them inside because it's less of a trouble to go get the ball when it goes off the course. As you can see, I am not one fit for sports. Okay, I had gotten 2 traps, I believe. Hey, well. Am I gonna make it until the end of the game without looking at myself? I am. Now I've decided.
Nothing has changed.
Oh, okay, I've seen this trap. I gotta zoom out. This place is too big. Maybe it was when I was talking with, what's her face? The bitch, you know. Pine man. Pine woman? Oh, that's smart, Costa. It's also important to rest your mind. Also, December and in November are such a whirlwind of months to get stuff ready for the holidays. Like, I already have all the presents ready for everyone. I managed to scramble some stuff. And I'm also helping prepare one of my cousin's presents. So, I mean, I'm not the one that got him the console, but my mom got him oh, what's your face? I forgot your name. Yeah, I got him. Okay, I got him with my mom's money. I got him an Ambernick. It's an emulator console. It can load like I think I'm gonna try and put the 3DS on here, but I'm not sure if it will work. I'm not sure if it will work. So it's a console that runs on Linux. And it emulates a bunch of old consoles. So now I'm going through what I can put in a console for him. So it has to be Pokemon, but I have Pokemon already. I don't know if I should put some Pokemon ROMs because he still can't read. But I'm like, I don't know. some Pokemon hacks and emulators. Not emulators, I forgot the word. It's just hacks, yeah. The word is hacks. What is your present idea, Kosti? I usually just like to ask people what they want or what they need. So I'm not wasting my money and you get something that you actually want or need. I'm not very what's the word? Imaginative with my presents. Oh, that's so cute, Kosti. That's very cute. A team effort. Where are the traps? I completely forgot where the traps are. Okay, I think I'll just go to Martinez. And go from there. That is a very cute idea.
This trap's not too hard to spot. The reeds bend, the constant. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done. No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
Okay, so I just need one more, I believe. Oh! I haven't checked the trap right next to them? You know, that would be a very me thing to do, actually. My neighbors still do live trees. They chop down a pine tree every Christmas. And I'm like, damn. Poor trees. I'm sorry, but that's how that's what my head thinks. It's just like, oh no, poor tree. Also because it's always very big, the ones they get. I'm like, damn.
Nothing has changed.
Isn't Oranye's passport around? I think I gotta know that her passport is around here to get it. We got the plastic tree, and we also put it up. I like so there's these figurines that my mom got when I was a child that are animals, and I like to put those up every year. Yeah, my mom is like, you make that tree look the same every year, and I'm like, yeah, I do. Because I like my little bears. Do you think anyone else has a panda in their tree? No. I do. I got a panda in my tree. And a red panda. And a polar bear. And it is very important to me that the polar bear, the red panda, and the panda are there every year. I hope they never break because they're
Nothing has changed.
clay? I think that's the word. They are breakable.
This is the last of the reeds, but it's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place. The later it gets, the colder. The trap feels light. No locust. No phasmid either. But still, your voice echoes on the...
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean...
The netting is a little untidy. Messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not. Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out.
It was the phasmid, Kim! Just wait until you see it. You never believe me and my bugs. But I'll show you, Kim. You're gonna flip your bubble. Flip your bubble? That's not an expression. Also, everyone, I don't want to seem like I am full of myself, but I need to test something. Oh. Why is it unavailable? Hibby? Okay, let me see. Oh! Okay, this one works. Are? I'm full of air and questions. I'm very airy. It's all the drafty wind from the storm. My car cover flew off during the storm. God bless. Godspeed. I hope it's happy wherever it goes now. We have no idea where it flew down to. So I hope it's happy wherever it went. May it have a safe journey, even amongst the storm. And you know. It is not pause. Okay, it works. Yeah, now it works. Twitch, you work in mysterious ways. You know that? Wait, did that also work for... Oh, oopsie. Did that also work for... It didn't. Why are you like this, Twitch? Tell me. There we go. Okay. Back to Martinez. I don't know why it only lets you fast travel in certain parts of the map. See, I fixed the hand too. Now it's not floating. Eee, thank you all. Oh, what's that? L'origine du disco. Is me. I am the origin of the disco. And the Elysium. I am the disco and the Elysium.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you.
My wife.
Talk to her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you. Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude.
Thank you, Lena.
Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
8 eyes?
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid.
Your description of the phasmid. What's this accent?
Darling, I
Is it
didn't
like
get
New
the size of it
Zealand?
right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proved his interest in the field.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden... I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there. The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine?
On a date.
She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Our first, yes.
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express, even to him. Interesting.
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage
Beige.
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
She had no previous knowledge of most stuff in life.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Tell me about the cryptids.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just one.
Oh,
Ooh, tough choice there.
is this a bird cryptid?
No, it's the cryptid.
Wow, the cryptid?
Oh, yes.
What is this bird?
The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until it was sighted by renowned Gottwaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21. It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm. The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert, an ancient riverbed completely dried up. Alone in the blasted desert heap, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus. He was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great blackbird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Eat the bird, Uva. It's the only way to survive.
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall. Where the bird
Yes, I'm
finally
thirsty.
landed.
What do I need? Bird blood.
The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Then the Tetatorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird. The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
An eye-tied, mind-controlling bird. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely, sweetie.
Hehe.
Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrao is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
Sadly, yes, but there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis. Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago. The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
My idea would be, okay, it's in the ice, so it's preserved. It's not essentially living, I'd imagine.
It's actually a little hard to see.
Thank you, Kim.
But do go on.
You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad too.
Damn.
After she treated herself with the bacteria,
Hell yeah,
she
Tindo.
stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Who needs friends when you have an ice age plague running through your system?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Don't you want to hear about another cryptid?
The lieutenant pauses thoughtfully.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Yay! Thank you, Kim.
Well, the biggest cryptid is, of course, the horrible giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. A mirage or a psychogenous luminance.
The Aurora Borealis in my living room? In your kitchen? I don't know, froze hams or something.
vision. The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Hui. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more.
This is great shit. You need more.
Rarity anomaly. Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Hell yeah, conceptualization. What's the most dangerous
The
cryptid?
gnome of Jeroma.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue. It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science. What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
It is childish, but I need to know.
Okay, I won't spoil your fun. What is the invisible cryptid?
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track. It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
Maybe it's predatory.
It's not. Don't worry. If it were predatory, we would have found it by the damage it inflicts.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if the damage is also invisible?
Like nothing, it's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can
Of
other
course.
animals. It could be ringing right outside your window and you wouldn't even know it. Could be anywhere. Everywhere, even.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory. Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagi
Take care, sleep well.
ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds. The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Coldamamadaqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them. Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed individually. That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadaqwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear? Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
So the birds are always fucking.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Coldamamadaqua population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what? Of course, dear.
You know...
Of course, officer. Of course.
He tries to play it cool.
Good. Okay. And completely empty?
Surprise. Tempered with fear.
No locusts?
That's not ideal, but I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the NC.
Of course, more clever.
Yes. The Phantasmadea picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've...
Heartfelt gratitude. Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been
no. Well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. That's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
A little hooligan. But what would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
Delinquents, my favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us...
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well still be high.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here.
Mutants?
Out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
I hope there's bugs in your tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check.
Always a pleasure to see an... officer.
Once more, you hear that odd clicking sound coming from Gary.
Okay, I'll talk to Kuno. I know it's not Kuno. Inland Empire and Volition to drama. No, I want drama. I gotta be the most dramatic bitch in Revachol.
Again?
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Bye-bye.
Was that? Could it be the Calder Mama Dakwa? No, it's probably... There seems to be an extremely... Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole... There it is again. Yeah, but it must be very close. Keep still. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist.
I am a pansy
The only birds
ornithologist,
you should be looking
actually.
for are healthy women of childbearing age. Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
I'm so smart. I'm discovering all the species. I am almost the cop of the apocalypse too. Kuno, did you steal bugs? Kuno, if you're hungry, I have a Kinder Delis I can share.
Like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, C.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison! Deny everything, Kuno!
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his...
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack?
Kuno doesn't...
Kuno doesn't fucking care?
All around you, the hisses...
Our familiar faces, worn out faces, worn out places.
Dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary... Yes, I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. But what do I know? I'll let you handle the...
I'll handle the Kuno. Don't worry. I got the Kuno handled.
Kuno's like Kuno... Yeah? Kuno took the bugs, so what?
You're under arrest.
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts.
Of course, Kuno, I'm
Locusts
sorry.
aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Mm-hmm.
Stop!
You stop. It's like they're fucking night. Locust City. Night City. City of Rage.
Oh no, Kuno has played Cyberpunk 77.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost
Of
too
course
good
he
for his
played
imagination.
Cyberpunk 77. It's full of bugs! I really gotta get better with the buttons to make the joke here.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
Whoopsie.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you! Oh, that's how lame it is! Please just don't say you're...
An artist. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Let's go, Kuno!
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's
Yeah.
man. Kuno's
Mm-hmm.
free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything.
Mm-hmm.
Kuno
Mm-hmm.
can make himself into a pig if he wants.
No.
Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno
No.
doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
I don't believe you.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
What does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame. I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about my stream. It's right, and he shouldn't,
The
honestly.
girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With
He recognizes the name.
bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck
Kuno
out
knows a
here.
lot of
Kuno's
shit,
tired of this
actually.
shit. Kuno doesn't fucking...
Kuno doesn't fucking care, mate.
I'll die before I squeal.
Bye, Kuno S. Okay, I'll go tell them that it was a kid indeed. Juanania, are you not cold yet? You've been there for a whole day.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to see you again.
Hello, officer. So it was just...
Thank you for telling us, sweetie.
She acts chipper, but
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restart.
he has a 38-degree fever.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
Yeah, go home.
He's right, dear Morel. Come now, we've waited so long. What's one more season?
Self-deceit, sire.
You're right, dear. We'll get our shot yet. I'm sure of it.
The slouch in his shoulders tells you otherwise. He doesn't know how many more field expeditions he has left in.
This place is much better for fieldwork in the summer, believe.
Thank you, dear. And you, Detective Fox? You've been great company to an old lady and her stubborn husband.
You're right, Lena. The RCM is worth their salt. More so than they say on the radio.
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but...
Goodbye, Lena.
Goodbye.
Okay, I think I'll try the thing here now. With my kveldsend.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Okay, I need physical instrument. Do I have any physical instrument stuff? Endurance, electrochemistry. The white tank top.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top.
Okay, it's 50-50. Let's go.
That appears to be frozen shut. Ice cream
Ah.
under the strain of your giant Gewalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Blue electric lights come to life. Inside, on a frosty platform, lies an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep. A filament memory with the words
Hazel Fifi.
offside copy written on its side.
What's wrong?
Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
No ice
A scoop of
cream.
ice cream would have been nice, yes.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilda as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious film?
I am.
2 cables are plugged in.
Let's go upstairs, Kim. Oh, you're already going. I see how it is. Oh, I forgot the flashlight. Let me put on my mesh shirt again. I need more drama.
Tiles on the cube are the filament slides out like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. Nothing happens. The speaker comes.
Good evening. First, please repeat. Is this the offset? Good. No, that's not it.
What does she mean? That's not it. Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
Good. I've unlocked
Ka-ching.
fortress accident. Is there anything else? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube. It sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this. The paper is soaked with ink. Its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information.
Odd. Something is obviously broken here.
A single
Oh, thank God I didn't miss the check. I was holding my breath.
Decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper. Looks like gibberish. Better get running again. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zofifi. Yeah, Twitch Mobile is a mess.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides. The speaker.
Good evening. Please repeat. Good. Please. Good.
Really? She just used the same password?
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule. Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk
That
of the
must have
team
been Robertson
composed
the
of
other
writers
day.
and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon. The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account.
It's just a couple of zeros difference. One more zero.
They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination.
As they should.
They couldn't.
I could have.
No, you couldn't have.
I totally could.
Definitely not. Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor. So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined. Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
I think I broke the game with maths. See, this is why you don't do maths. This is why you don't mess with numbers. Keep going. Never trust maths. See? Never trust them.
The lieutenant taps his foot. He's dying for a cigarette. Come to think of it, you are too.
I'm the cup of the apocalypse! Let's go! Keep going. I believe it is apple pie, Kindle.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Just let the numbers wash over you. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
That's it.
And that's what they did them in.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
Must be the anomaly.
The nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being when the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss. Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached. S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal. That's not what her colleagues thought. The production
Take
schedule
care,
ends
Ice.
with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later. In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished. 400,000 Riyal? Yo. These guys knew how to party. Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor. 4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft... The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
I am the cop of the apocalypse. Let's go.
It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no, the event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom? By what? And how? You don't know. All you know is you're not joking around.
Ooh, learning cap raised to 6 and shivers to 6. Alright, Kimmy. Let's get out of here. We did it. No? No, it's the other way. Sorry, Kim. You were right. As always. Why can't I go through here? I can see it! Oh, never mind, I can. I was just being silly.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. It means there are firearms.
He likes this find.
Okay. Let me take off the flashlight and put on my ledger. Okay, let me go to church. Take me to church. I'll take myself, if you don't mind.
Yes, What is it? Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it. A speck of white? That's it. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an
The paper gets soaked in ink again. Its evil blackness shining in the light of the mainframe. It looks eerie.
Now what?
Sona doesn't reply. Her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it. Hold on. Just give me a second. I'm almost
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can. Great job.
Thank you. There. In the swallow. Think you can help me again? I need you to go move those water bolts for me. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bolt 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bolt 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Okay. Third. 2 centimeters. And the fourth. 5. Okay.
Thanks.
Are you the second?
It's awfully silent again. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls. Each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. It moves like a ghost without create. Some water spills out of the bowl. The lead programmer sends you time to run back or maybe walk.
Now we're running.
Yes, what is it? Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. Honestly, I'm a little scared.
It's fine. It's gonna be very disco. Hey, Robertson.
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
It's
What
fine.
if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... I
What?
don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
Let it.
Like that evil ink that filled the print.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
We have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back, and then nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Damn it. No, of course not. Not...
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. But this is just another failure. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear any.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it?
Ooh, I don't know how to make my hearing better. What if... Can I ask the dudes for like the amplifiers? Maybe? I should go to sleep. Poor Kim must be tired.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay, so the gist of it is, they wanted plus, all in all, you really can't.
Goodbye, officer. Huh?
Hello again.
Words like violence break the silence, come crashing into my little world. Don't you understand? Oh, my little girl.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds for that. What an interesting Once knew a group of young musicians. This was before. I'm not sure. I wasn't even sure about our old recording.
Do we really have time for this?
Spin that bird song.
This recording comes from down the coast. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. That's an illusion. Your breathing is just as it was. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surround. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse.
Gulls and skewers. But
that's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sound.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Coldima Madakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds. Of course, it's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It'll...
Some hand-eye coordination, why not? For fun and profit.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
You see rows of try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Why? What's this? A headless...
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. There's been a lot of interest in that particular figure.
He doesn't elaborate on these wrong...
I've heard about it. I've heard the headless phone rider.
Yes, there are several competing versions. The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing 50 cents. But
yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always.
I will carry it with me.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits all the old... Wow, a very large... Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you.
Hell yeah, man. I don't... A fan? No, I wouldn't go that far. Most people don't think that the man... I mean, even if the man from Helmdale didn't exist before the adventure novels, the story...
Okay.
You sound skeptical. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Helmdale, and watched northern lights travel across the sky.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent. Very, very unique.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I suppose that makes sense, yes. Please go ahead and take it. Welcome to Helmdale.
Thank you. I am a superstar, everyone! Let's go! I'm gonna lose 1 drama for the red shirt. It's fine, it's fine. It's just 1 drama. I can survive. Maybe. I got a t-shirt for being a superstar. Let's go. Okay. I guess I gotta try the computer. But first, I want to try this again.
Inside.
Once again with feeling.
A radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... One moment. Can you please describe the...
We suspect he might have...
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy.
You can hear her quickly.
What about his belongings? Any information on the library? Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case? I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting it. I'm afraid that...
We should try again.
Anything else, Detective? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you...
Can I go tell the wife? Is she still outside? She's not. Okay. So I'm gonna go to sleep then. Sleep well, Kim. You walk back again on your own.
Good night, officer.
The bed is comfortable. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
See, I even sleep better here.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience. On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
Damn.
You can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged. Kicking and screaming. Running. And for what?
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. 'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind.
Let's go. Let's go, Harry. Let's go. Hey, Kim. Good morning.
Yes?
Let's go back to Martinez. Piss and fuck! Let's go.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. I'm afraid they're closed.
10, okay.
Anything else? 57?
In the cabin.
Piss and fuck, how are you? It's been so long.
Brutal motor carriage. If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit.
Well, I appreciate the interest you...
It's just theoretical work, Cop.
I can tell you who we're not.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On
the part of this presentation you want to take home with you.
Oh, yeah. Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah. A true artist of the...
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh, man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Whoa. Come on, man. We're just talking here.
Yeah. No need to throw your...
You want to talk? Let's talk, boys.
He liked how you decisively shut down a situation that could have turned into a farce.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, because we can be just as psycho and vicious.
But in a non-threatening and...
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now.
Right on, fuck. Mm-hmm.
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
The question was rhetorical. The skull.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jack and Carol.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom light.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
No, they really aren't. It's porno tuning. Say no to the porno.
Murder? Yeah, sure.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged.
Yeah, I mean...
These punks don't know.
Hey! Stop right there! How does one... No.
Fucking philosophy, man. What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as
I
a
think
person,
it does characterize you as a person, actually.
And the word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since what I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world...
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. You get more fish in a shorter time. And because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Sure.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
God, if you're out there. God, if you're out there. Aid me in this moment of need. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
2 of us, 2 jackets.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss or a fuck kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the 2 statements.
That works. I'm a more fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Guys. God, if you're out there, now is the time to send me a sign while I'm playing this video game. Okay.
No. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and suggest their massive skulls. Come on.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Yeah?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
you, man. Take them then. Oh, man. Fuck.
Let's go!
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not?
This case doesn't require us to go undercover.
Cold-hearted cop.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with his written on his back, it'd just be an...
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Kim. Fuck it. Let's fuck the world.
You finally made it, haven't you? Where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive...
I'm a danger to myself.
Oh no, believe me.
Kim, are you sure?
Yes? What about me? Good.
No response. He just... a moment.
What do you want to know? Good. Excuse me? You have I hope you don't take this. They say it's a...
Yes, but containers contain.
I don't know. Contain...
Kim. Okay, I'll fuck the world alone. I guess. Do you ever just fuck the world alone? I do.
Hey, was there some...
Can I try and open the door with the kveldshund? Actually.
You see, a heavy... The door does not...
No. I cannot open the door with the kveldshund.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
You know, at least I got the jackets. Okay, let me go help Sona then. Sona, do you like my new jacket?
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Like, you have the headless Falcon Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her. Don't be so This isn't funny. So very, very, very nifty. Nifty.
Hey Dolores, do you want a little guy?
The mother of human. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else? I don't know. What are we thinking of? Only a strange little... The mother of humanism towers above you. Why? That does seem to be the mother of human...
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing. But there's some... There has ghosts. Speak to me. When was the last time this world had...
Well, did you hear anything? Yeah.
The lieutenant looks... Maybe the speed freaks can help you with this. Go talk with Andre.
Okay, now we can talk to them.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Yes. What? It does. Told you we have a smell problem.
He sniffs. A shrug is good enough for us. He nods enthusiastically.
Okay, I'll put on something for...
Yes? What's the deal? What kind of it?
An audio shortfall.
They've got one speaker. One. Uno.
We've got some some serious range on this baby. It'll blast. Yes? What's the what kind of a hit? An audio shortfall.
They've got one speaker. One.
We've got some serious range on. Goodbye, officer.
Okay, now I go back to her. Listen, sometimes you just need one speaker. It's fine.
Yes, what is it?
Still nothing. Sauna isn't even looking at you this time.
Dang it! I only have things that debuff my perception. Amazing.
Yes, what is it? Damn, that's a lot of money.
Huh? Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay, I'm gonna get logic then.
Goodbye, officer.
Logic, what do I have for logic? I think I have something for logic. Don't I? There.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
No?
Goodbye, officer.
Hmm.
Hello again.
The device is cold to the touch.
Should I try the egghead puzzle again?
We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All car. All. Gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Hardcore party 25. We're close. True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to internally good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yako Kata. The place to be. Yako Kata is a hardcore play. Cloud, true, hardcore, internally. Good morning, yeah. It's the message. Cloud, true, hardcore is internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yako kata, the place. Yako cut. Cloud, true, hard, full. It's hardcore. Skibberdee. Cloud, true, it's hard. Skibberdee. Cloud, true, hardcore. Yeah.
This young man adds a cap, or maybe it's
The Y to the yeah.
he missed one A.
I'm the hard rhymer. Cloud, true, hard, full, hardcore. Yeah.
This young man, or maybe it's
The Y, yeah.
he missed one.
It's nice to be important, but close. True, hardcore. Here comes the nut. Close. True, hardcore is internally coherent. All car, all right. Gotta get the people going. Yeah. Close. True, hardcore, internal, all car.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore. The question is, what is the question? But there was a question. Close. True. Hardcore. Internally. All car. All right. Yeah.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore. Is it though? But is it? I mean, no, but seriously.
We did it.
I'm a bit worried it isn't.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Lungs are for love! When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back.
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs?
I think so. Highly gaily. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto. Like it's not fully formed yet.
Wow! Culture Cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not... Yeah! There's nothing... Sometimes isn't something... It's like it...
I think it's super hard.
If anything, it sounds...
Wow! I think you might be right. But how... No! This is the answer! What?
As your mind works, the beat recedes from your ears. You hear your own blood. The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer in the hardcore.
Oh yeah! He's doing it! I know!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah! No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war! Yeah!
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone.
What? Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from? I'm sorry, I don't know.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more service to the future of dance music. The young man falls silent with appreciation.
Basically, what you need to find here
is a tape with some banging music on it. Yeah.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Does it? Oh, I know! St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lantern. I knew that! And the mosaics. But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway. Copman! All right!
Okay, how do I get there? I've never done this. Can I try to perceive again?
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drought, and then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic...
They should really allocate some renovation.
No. What, you mean the Speed Freaks? Of course. The Speed Freaks. They have a fantastic... I guess I could live through a week or... Sure. Let me know how it...
Alright everyone, it's time for Disco and Elysium. Ah, let's go. Let's go.
Hi again. So, yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. That's fine. We appreciate it. It's going...
It's time for Disco, everyone. It's time for Disco Elysium.
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flex some more wets. The snow falls, and to think, it seems the melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. More winding coastlines lined with abandoned. The waters turn black. Coal City, no more. The coal below the old mines. L'Océan Municipal. Revachol's underground cemetery. La Petite Rat. Children under 14. They go underground, looking for artifacts to sell. After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli. 2 kilometers underground. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold. And that's special. Did someone say? Few Petite Rat return from the... All around her, white. The canal you crossed to get here. And beyond it, someone is scraping snow off a fenced-off yard. Clean white light. The abandoned church, its walls, a serpentine strip of land, weaving the remains of it further out. Then there's Ozon. But the snow falls. The Bay of Revachol, vast and at the farthest reaches.
I'm waiting for the ads to roll before I do the church.
Patrol. The raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night. What was once a park, a place for reflection and the pox is completely wild now. Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital. A line of motor garages with armored carapaces hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of Precinct 41. Snow settles around you. The snow continues to fall. The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove has a snow-covered stall there in the market across the bridge. He sells kebab infested with fly larvae to your colleagues who believe eating it will make them immune to food poisoning. Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist, the Sarah Mauritian restaurant that offers homemade wine, and also on the brothels and drug dens. and the chop shops of the Zemlyaki. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights at the bottom of its hull. They are lights. A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand, more Coalition aerostatics, layer upon layer of sand, poisoned. Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You will probably never happen across it, but who knows?
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up?
Okay. Rue de Saint-Ghislain is... I'll try and go get the tape. So it would be around here. An hawthorn tree, an hawthorn tree. There aren't any trees in this direction, are they? They mentioned the traffic jam, so that's why I'm looking here.
Right to work!
Do I have tear?
The tear machine, your bottles. Do you know what you should do with?
Leave me alone. I'm not doing drugs. Is this the altern 3? Should go here. But I'll do that. The tape is outside the traffic jam. Okay, let me see. More near the canal, right? Here.
The Delta Logistic, you knew it would be here. Yes. People hard at work at their desks. Irony. They're yuppies, because this is a place of mystery.
Whatever's going on there could hardly be of any consequence to... You can come back to it on your own when we are...
The hawthorn tree, just like promised. You've stood here for what seems like eons. Guzzling, patting the tree, reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number, you tree-hugging pansy.
I am. I love trees.
Gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain.
Okay, let me... Oh, I don't want to mess this up. I think I have it on what I need. Okay.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic tape like an immaculate labyrinth. The magnet, you just can't get it loose. All you've
Interfacing, okay. Interfacing. I don't think I have any. gonna go get the pants from Kuno.
The shine on these sunglasses.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph.
No way, officer! These aren't for sale. That's right, officer.
Okay, so the ads have run. I'm gonna go get the pants from Kuno. So he can buy more drugs or something.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies. Kuno can already see. Kuno doesn't fucking.
Kuno cares a little bit. Thank you, Kuno. Now I look even more. Now I look kind of cool, actually. I look kind of cool now. They kind of look like skinny jeans if you look them from far enough. Wait. Okay, it's time to go to church. I gotta go to the town plaza to be able to... fast travel. Okay, now I can go to church. And we can meet Disco!
Yes, what is it?
What? I can't hear you! The music. Oh, there's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable. He doesn't listen to me! He up. Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
Vibration, a hawthorn tree. He stands on stage. The other real deck is empty. Cables.
Yeah! The first.
Could it be?
Tells a mega! Oh, she uses 3.5.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it. Hang on. This is a 4.5.
Whoa, thank God.
Great! Someone got through to him!
Everybody! Everybody! The honor will be back! But with...
Okay, everyone.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, but...
Maximum! Maximum is...
I know.
Let's go!
Okay, they're lit.
See? He pumps it to the heart master. It's hope. Of course it is.
Yeah!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty.
Mom
Your chest
spaghetti.
seems cold and large. Somehow, there's tightness in your chest.
Now we're ready. Let's go.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
You disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything.
Let's go.
The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on? It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Oceana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar. swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation. He's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stain.
Come down to us! Love!
Below it, all the base grows. Like the jaws, it's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Beautiful car!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna...
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's part.
This is it. A great roar. And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore. You did good, Egg. Most of the
Good Egg, good Egg.
Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer.
Thank you.
I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
It was very hard not to. I think you're right.
I promise, officer. It was mathematical information.
No!
Anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
Her voice seems muffled in the silence.
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they... Stay here! I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also divide...
I want you to know that's...
I don't care, but...
That's the best she can manage for Andre.
Now, I have a theory to come up with.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez.
Some tiny hard thing lets go. You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you know. The person you were knows.
83. Okay, game. Okay, wait up. I need interfacing. I need okay.
What is it?
83, come on. No! I hate it here, actually. Egghead, I'll be right back. Of all the checks to fail. Hey, do you have the fucking...
A radio microphone.
Thank you all! Thank you for the resub!
This is Precinct 57. Still no word.
Oh my god. And the library still isn't open because it's only 9:57. Okay, let me at least get the tape, please.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain with slow
Thank
and
the
it
Lord.
curls up into a mess.
What's the tape for? How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you all right? You know, since tape spinning isn't really our day job.
Good idea.
Thank you, Kim.
Hello, hello. Let me know. You mean re-spooling, but I'm not some Mr. Fix-It.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Huh? What? Yes. What about it? Is it any good? The music, I mean. You're quite invested in this. Okay, I'll help you out.
I love Roy. Roy is my man. I wish I'd known him better in my other playthrough. Roy is the man. Let's go.
Take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. So
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for...
Thank you, Roy. And now I can call the library before I forget.
inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is precinct 50. Hold on. I've got central.
Yes, this is central.
He sounds worried.
Billy Majon, you said.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange.
Yes, hello, are you still there? Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33B, apartment number 20.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives.
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago. But Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy? Yes, it was my colleague, Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new... Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie? She said it was an old... Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that. Marie knows Billy. She's...
And then goes for a little drink later. On the...
Happy we could help.
Anything else you need from me? Still no word. 57.
In the cabin.
Okay. I think I can go tell her that her husband is dead. And then we can go party. Oh, she's not here. Well. We'll do that next time. Now we're gonna go party. Oh, that's not the church. That's not where you party.
Good morning! Yeah! Remix!
A hand on his...
Wow! Did you...
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is...
Listen, I'm...
Let's go. It's disco time, baby!
Wow! Here's that? It's a science match! Now if only we had the beat for the full assault!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody? Like a folk song? And you...
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. Something mysterious is going on here.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that? Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
I think you might know the answer.
What if we tamed Sona's experiment?
some sort of parallel
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't. But it could be hyper hardcore. Yeah, too hard. It sucks up all.
Inside your chest, the heartbeat.
Ah!
What do we have around here to achieve some sort
Parallel processing. Sona, can you help me?
Yes, what is it?
You got to see
with wonder?
between you and me. I don't know if you've noticed this about me.
Yes, you're...
Andre is busy. A cell. The one with the large head. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Okay.
It's a miracle of carpentry. There, that's right. The first alone on an uninhabited archipelago.
He means something parallel.
I would want to build a safe, maybe a cop who's into building critique, art of core. Total. Everything like that woman there. Vertical, like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, stands to reason it used to be white on the out.
Year after year, slowly peeled.
Dead bodies are perennial. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you? They had sense that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. End of quote. This is an high quality, a Sarais man who lived a 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime. I only said unity. Andre doesn't care about the ecclesiastic, but were you wrong? The founding party, anodic dance music.
You know what this kind of stuff goes well with. Your pleasure response was more like, just wondering if he has any.
I don't. Fucker giving me the evil eye. I didn't know it was in here. We have Mellow Man, Mellow. Mass murder on the floor. No one says Arno Van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anod likewise. No one says Jermaine Egghead or she invented. Then you meet it. It's effective like that in the true life of.
Oh my living God, it's there. Suddenly you feel like you need to plummet into it. Look away.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and she liked games. There is. She is a party repellent.
No, that's not it. It's something more. Something closer to your... The speed freak's eyes narrow.
It's not coming down. The world spirit doesn't... This Arno Van Eyck... That's not the life that you...
I don't like Noid.
She was adored. Human... Well, they loved her.
What a strange choice. Caustic. Oh, that can't be helped.
Oof, there goes.
What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
It's a nice window.
If it isn't making you feel well.
Hard to say. I did get to talk anyway. He dude's seen some crazy shit. Have you been listening? The man picks. Good thing you didn't squash him. The crabman's been lurking here in casement. Like, this is some old world. I don't know. It'll be fruitless though.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by outside.
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? Like a consent, and that is what caused the communards to. I don't know. Maybe. No. Anodic music will. And if it can't, maybe you can figure things. They're hardcore. They're just clothes. It's just a style. You know, suspicious people are esoteric people. It took us setting out. It's short for paranoid. It'd be easier to list stuff.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning.
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of. But if I had, it's our only shit. We should... Yes, having food is means to an end. I prefer not to. The original mistake...
Whatever this true life is, his eyes flicker.
The life is true if it's free from fear. Beats and bright lights to shatter.
Just like that, the young man is dead serious about this.
Many non-Occidental cultures share utmost dedication. Egghead usually has a better concept of the art. Hardcore! Happy to help. Oh yeah, sure thing. Dead body, a mass murderer. Okay, sure.
Take care, Noid. How about you, Estelle?
She's whistling a melody.
Hey,
Hey there, and no, it's got nothing to do with Contact Mike. No. Good, I think. Sauna, the programmer. She's doing whatever. Sure. You helped us out. Oh, but earlier today she told me, oh, the crab man. I just tried to stay away from. Beats me. Who knows? Who do you want to know? Andre. He takes care of shit. Nothing. Must have taken it as a sign. I've never seen him so. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know. Yes. Who do you want to know about? He's a Forberg. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle. What do you mean, do? Like for a living? He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good. He just does not to sound too dramatic. It's just something poor. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? No? Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. Yeah. Who do you want to know about? What do you mean? Oh, that. He's the Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense.
Pachu, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol.
Anyway. He basically just stands.
I understand. Anyway.
Actually, we don't know. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forberg.
He just appeared and there was an egg on our party.
Great. You wish you'd been there.
Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you.
There's that phrase again.
It means I don't answer questions about myself. Thank you. Sure.
Yeah, it's all ecstatic. Now the only thing left to do is the name.
Andre.
Here we go, the name.
Yes, you should do it, detective.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
How about something simple? Like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want... Yeko Qatar!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe.
Hardcore! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore.
It has to be bigger than hardcore. Let's go.
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't...
It's not amnesia, guys.
It is amnesia, but just for me.
I don't.
Okay.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
Kim?
I wouldn't.
An underground place with no name.
We're not going with anything.
Why not?
I don't care.
I've come up with a name.
Well, what's the name?
Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium. But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
Forgotten but not forgiven. Or something.
The future! But the future is dead! No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
Yeah!
And short. And memorable. It's settled then. Everyone welcome to
Disco Elysium.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
I'm dancing!
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
He's river dancing. Let's go.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you audio waves thump against your ribcage? The speaker set up.
It's to express...
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure.
Of course it is. Otherwise, or because I'm balding, I want to show my... Not 20. Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway. Goodbye, officer.
Okay, I think I needed logic.
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
I needed logic for something.
Yes, what is it?
For this.
You don't have to. You already have. A long time ago.
It is the point of the pale.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
We are 20 meters from the very
She
edge.
looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
The Paleozoian effect, the transition between the world and that.
What is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing.
Imagine if all of this never was.
Then the pale is
Simply a gradient.
the gradient. It clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the pale is not.
One day when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world. According to this, how long?
Until it starts swallowing? It already started. With sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or...
An intellectual hunger fills her now.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply
It didn't
curious
form in a
to how
church, the
it
church formed around it.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus. Or a containment... I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were most of them were burnt down during the revolution.
Some of them might.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow...
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
True.
People fell on their own.
Upgraded to Vox 50. And the spec kept changing. And those damn heads. But still...
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to see...
Yes, it is very...
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest... Some of this I can...
Man, you will...
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular...
Yeah, it will be the only thing keeping it.
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave.
Okay. Can I dance now?
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
I just wanna dance. I wanna dance with somebody. Okay, I can't do anything here. I wanna dance.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Savoir-faire. Okay. I think I have something for savoir-faire. Minus. Inland Empire. Minus. Drama. Composure. Pain threshold.
Good morning! Yeah!
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the back. The young man bobs his head to the...
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close
Nope.
your eye.
But just a...
Puts a grin on your face just to... Salvation.
Okay, no dancing today. Damn. We will dance next time. I promise you. Just imagine that I'm dancing, actually. But we have founded the Disco Elysium, so I am proud. We have Disco Elysium at home now. Alright everyone, it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching.